I rise today in opposition to H.R. 2. Here we are the next day after we passed bipartisan legislation with a majority on both sides and now today we come up with H.R. 2, which has a combination of bills that this House has already considered. And what we're here the last day of the voting day before we go home to campaign, passing a bill that has zero chance of becoming law. H.R. 2 is an affront to the bipartisan work we've done in the Energy and Commerce Committee. Over the past year, the members of our committee has worked together to craft legislation that would support dramatic energy renaissance our country is experiencing. Unfortunately, H.R. 2 that we're considering today is not reflective of this hard work, some of the compromises we did. Instead of working to improve the decision-making by federal agencies, H.R. 2 seeks to eliminate federal authority. Instead of expediting export permits, H.R. 2 opens the door to sending U.S. gas to countries that are not even our friends. Instead of respecting the balance we worked so hard to establish between the states and the federal government, H.R. 2 rescinds all the authority for our government and state affairs. It's my hope that we would stop wasting time on these bills that have no bipartisan support and work together to pass legislation in a bipartisan fashion. And we actually have addressed a number of these bills already on this House floor. Everyone, Democrat or Republican, has acknowledged that the energy sector has common ground. We may not always agree on what fuel mix we have or best serve our country, but we can agree that the energy sector is vital to our economy and our independence. The bills included in H.R. 2 include bills I've co-sponsored, worked hard to craft with my Republican and Democratic colleagues. It's disappointing that our leadership would use this window of opportunity to pass bills that harm our environment, create uncertainty in our economy, and ultimately to delay job growth and energy development. In the Energy and Commerce Committee, we worked across party lines to craft legislation that solves the problems of the American people and American industry. We work to ensure the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, is promulgating rules that make not only economic sense as well as environmental sense. We work to support our natural resources sector and send American gas and refined products overseas to benefit our U.S. economy and balance of trade. All these things will garner bipartisan support and establish U.S. and North America as a world energy leader. But this H.R. 2 takes away all that we've worked for almost 2 years, and that's why I oppose H.R. 2, and I yield back my time.
Gentleman yields back the balance of his time. The gentleman from Washington is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm very pleased to yield 2.5 minutes to the gentleman